I think our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. And I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12, way down the line. But I expressed it differently all through my life. But now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that.
The real world is so insane that the fantasy world becomes, you know, something much better.
Okay, all flight controllers, go for landing. Retro, go. Rhino, go. Guidance, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Econ, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
Okay, engine stop. We copy you down, Eagle. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
So we've come to the end, and I need to tell you something. I've had emails from many listeners and subscribers from all around the world asking me for my personal take on the moon landing conspiracy. As you can appreciate, it's been a rough few months. I'm bloody exhausted, and to be honest with you, I'm as confused as you are. It seems for every piece of theoretical evidence that it was a hoax, there's a valid scientific argument to refute it. And what about laser reflectors and moon mirrors? I don't know. But I will say this. Whatever actually happened, there's still no denying those astronauts risked their lives, strapping themselves to those rockets and going as far as they had to for their mission to succeed. They were soldiers after all, drawn from the Air Force and the Navy, operating in a chain of command, attempting to project technological superiority over the Soviet Union during the Cold War. So if they had to fake it in order to beat the Russians, so to speak, then they did it without firing a shot, and in doing so probably avoided a bloody war and maybe even nuclear Armageddon. So in my book, those men deserve respect, and that's the last you'll be hearing from me on the subject. But just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. Hello, Wilkie Poe.
Yeah, Wilkie, salut mon vieux, ça va? C'est Elmire.
Elmire, quelle surprise.
Yeah, man, I'm just calling to say big thank you for keeping the moon landings conspiracy alive.
Well, thank you, Elmire, but, you know, I'm not so sure that I really...
Putain, finalement, don't tell me you believe they did go to the moon.
Well, you know...
After all we've been through, what did they get to you? Oh my God, Wilkie, this is the foie gras riots of 74 all over again.
Look, I just think there's more to it, you know, even though there's convincing evidence, it's just, look, who knows in this day and age?
Wilkie, let me tell you, let me present to you something.
All right.
There is a video of that asshole Nixon on a fucking card phone talking to Neil Armstrong on the moon.
Yeah,
Watch the video on the YouTube. Are you telling me that they know what frequencies were in fucking space to transmit a signal to Earth? I mean, this is fucking crazy. You might as well be talking into a croissant. Allô? Allô, croissant, t'es là? Tu m'entends? Hein?
Elmire, yeah, I've seen the video. Look, and you know what I think...
Stay strong, Wilkie. Stay brave. Put your heart into it. Look at the video. At 2 minutes and 19 seconds, Nixon is begging, hoping that he doesn't get found out. He's acting into the phone when Neil is in the next room, talking into a tin of sardines.
Okay.
It's outrageous. No one tests if you can make a call from space and then, voila, we can make a call from space the first time?
Well...
What the fuck? Bullshit. The lie is bigger than my dick. Really. Bah alors, maybe in July the truth will come out, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I doubt it. So, alors finalement, I'm moving on.
What, you're moving on?
Yeah, to the UK. Have you ever laid your eyes, Wilkie, on a crop circle?
Well, yes, but look, you're not going to crop
Of
circles, are
course.
you?
They are the secret codes from alien life. I am moving to England to study this ancient form of communication.
Right, okay.
You will come and visit me, yes?
Yeah.
We have to get the messages out. New forms of power are literally in the fucking grass. Yeah, sure, some are fake, but they are running to put up the real ones. Look at the real ones. Impossible for humans to make. No footprints, no tracks, nothing. This is fucking huge. So I see you soon, okay?
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Absolutely, Elmi.
Good. I will go now. And look how plants can talk. Salut!
Au revoir. So that was Elmia. And then a couple of days later, I got a call from Mary.
Wilkie?
Yeah.
You there, mate?
Yeah, I just dropped my phone, Mary.
Oh, right, I thought I lost you.
No. So, how's Charlotte going?
Yeah, he's good, yeah. We are flat chat.
Right.
Just in Minnesota in a big house out here, you know,
Wow.
missing person. Sherlock, get this. Sherlock was doing the rounds, and he starts sniffing like crazy at this cupboard, and I think, oh, here we go, we've got something. And then they open the cupboard, and a body falls out.
Oh, bloody hell, really?
Yeah, but it was a real doll.
A real doll?
Yeah, you know, those latex fantasy sex dolls Japanese men marry in order to lower the birth rate. God knows how you clean them. Anyway, Sherlock finds a real doll. It is disgusting. Then he wants to hump it, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry. Anyway, look, I just wanted to call, say thanks for all your help putting cadaver dogs in a good light, because I've been listening to the podcast. I've got to say, it's a pretty bloody good effort, if you ask me.
Thanks.
Gone for a drink, I reckon.
Well, we did have our stressful moments.
Oh, yeah, look, don't worry about the haters, mate. You are doing a good thing here, and I'll see it one day, all right?
No haters yet.
Anyway, Sherlock's on the stretcher with the doll, so I don't want to cause a scene. Better sort that out.
All right then, bye then. See you later.
Yeah, see you, mate.
So after that, I shut myself off from the world to watch the tennis. But then more calls kept coming. Calls about Grover's Mill, calls about the moon landings, calls about late payment of council tax, about everything really. And no, I'm not taken. I'm single. But then, I received a call that managed to drag me away from the telly. Hello, Wilkie Poe.
Hello, is this Wilkie Poe?
Yes, it is.
I have been listening to your podcast.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, I have a thing I think you would be interested in
Interested in what way?
to investigate.
Okay, sorry, let me stop you right there. I don't do these kind of things. Grover's Mill was just a one-off and it's created a lot of issues for me.
Well, I still want to know how it all ends, the Grover Smith, that is.
Yeah, we all do. Who am I speaking with, by the way?
My name is Pablo.
Okay, Pablo, look, I'm not taking on any more investigations and I can't speak any more about Grover's Mill, okay? I'm sorry.
I understand and I really appreciate your time, but can I just quickly tell you about it and then maybe you could recommend someone?
I really can't, Pablo. I'm so sorry.
Wait, please, Mr. Poe. I'm too scared to go anywhere else.
Scared? Why would you be scared?
It's a dangerous thing I need to tell you about. Someone has already been killed.
Have you gone to the police?
No, I can't do that.
Why is that?
A lot of people are involved, and it's complicated.
Well, I definitely can't take part in this.
Mr. Poe, please don't hang up. This thing could threaten everyone, even your daughter.
My daughter? What do you know about my daughter? Is this a threat?
No, I worked with Michelle. I know her, but she could be in danger too.
Okay, you have 2 minutes.
Okay. Right, well, I am a research scientist studying the genome. I do bioinformatics. We study genes, as does Michelle. And I work for this small private lab on Easter Island.
Easter Island? Michelle doesn't work on Easter Island.
No, Michelle works for our lab in London. There are a number of reasons for our base on Easter Island, but the biggest one is that it is isolated.
Right, I'm not sure I follow.
So I thought I was working on a certain project looking at the microRNA in worms and how they compare to humans. But as my research went on, they were asking the teams to do all sorts of weird stuff in the dish to see if it changed the gene expression.
Right, okay, look, 2 things. Who are they and what stuff are you talking about?
Are you recording this conversation?
Of course.
Then I cannot tell you who they are. But I can tell you what we were doing.
Okay.
Some of the other guys were creating a virus that could only work in humans, and it would instigate a bad flu. And then the other team and I were working on a vaccine to stop the virus.
Right.
So essentially, we were inventing a virus and a cure. And the plan was to release it when tourists came, and then blame it on a mutation.
What?
And the thing is, this virus mutated and replicated at rates we've never seen before. I know it sounds like a cuckoo thing, like a Brad Pitt movie, but it's not.
So, hang on, you're saying someone has invented a virus and is then going to sell the vaccine?
Correct. But the thing is the mutation. It's like AI. The virus now can mutate to any vaccine, and it is unstoppable. It will kill millions.
Oh my God.
And I'm worried some of it may have been shipped to the lab in London. ¿Me entiendes, Señor Poe?
Where are you now? How soon can you meet me in London?
A slight atmospheric disturbance of undetermined origin is reported over Nova Scotia, causing a low-pressure area to move down rather rapidly over the northeastern states, bringing a forecast of rain accompanied by winds of light gale force. Maximum temperature 66, minimum 48. This weather report comes to you from the Government Weather Bureau. We take you now to the Meridian Room in the Hotel Park Plaza in downtown New York, where you will be entertained by the music of Raymond Riccello and his orchestra. It is 8 p.m. Sunday, October 30th, 1938.
Grover's Mill was written and produced by Matt Cohen Gold and Rupert Degas. Our cast of characters was performed by Rupert Degas and Amy Horn. Music and sound design was by Matt Sladen. With special thanks to Megan Tate, Mark Gluhack, Barry Stewart, Marcus Beer, Stephen Busatil, Zan St. Pierre, and Anya Dolganova. This has been a Grover's Mill production, copyright 2018. Grover's Mill is a fictional podcast that is shared with you as a satire and parody. It depicts entirely fictitious situations that are products of the writer's imaginations. The podcast references familiar places and events, and whilst we have also used some real-life personalities, the characteristics, qualities, and actions that we've applied to those people are not intended to be real. We also do not suggest any association with or sponsorship by any person or entity. All other names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. No identification with actual persons living or deceased, places, buildings, and products is intended or should be inferred. For further information on Grover's Mill and its use in satire, parody, and fiction, please read the disclaimer on our website, groversmillpodcast.com.